Hey, good afternoon, everybody. My name is John Fehrenbach. Welcome to this Agents of Change Launching Your Business webinar here this morning, featuring our featured speaker, Mr. Jim Tanner. We're going to give everybody a minute or so to get logged in, get your volume on. My guess is that nobody is able to unmute or share your picture at this point. I apologize, I forgot to ask if that was the case. But what we are about to experience is nothing but brilliance. So welcome. Throw where you're from into the chat. We'd love to know where you're from. I am zooming in from Louisville, Ohio, which is just outside of Canton, Ohio, the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, about 60 minutes south of Cleveland if you ever care to come visit. We'll go have some dinner. Anyways, again, welcome to this Launching Your Business training. Give everybody another half a second here to get logged in, and we will get right to it. Looks like we have Spencerport, New York in the house. Hershey, PA, a little bit of North Carolina, New Mexico. Very cool. Well, listen, folks, without further ado, again, welcome to this Launching Your Business training. We are about to experience the world of someone who has been in this business for over 20 years, and his experience at this business for over 20 years. He is a $1 Million Club member, a $200,000 ring earner, a mentor, a friend, a business partner, just somebody that knows how all the big money's made in this business and knows how to have fun doing it. Without further ado, Mr. Jim Tanner.
John, thanks so much. I appreciate you welcoming everybody. And I want to welcome everybody too. Welcome to all of you. This is Launching Your Business. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this and show you the agenda. We're going to respect your time, but here's what we've got today. We've got a whole group of folks that are starting their legal show business. Some of you are here with us live, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Some of you are watching the replay. Your sponsor, your team leaders handed you this video and they said, listen, this is exactly how to launch your business. You got to watch this. So whichever way you're consuming this information, for those of you that are live, I'm going to talk with you and allow you to communicate back through the chat. And I've already seen that. We've got folks joining us from all over the map, which is great. But we're going to talk today about how to launch your legal show business, something that I did 20 years ago. Now, the way we do those things hasn't changed much. The technology and the tools has changed a lot. I didn't even have an email address when I got started in this business. And I'll tell a little bit of my story as I go. But at 28 years old, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. Maybe some of you have felt that way. And that's why you said, I'm in. I want to be a part of this mission. I want to change my life and I want to change the lives of the people that I placed this membership in front of. Well, that was my case. I had been a customer of the plan, the Legal Shield membership, for a decade prior. I knew it worked. It had helped me tremendously over the years, including the first time I used it just a couple of weeks after I got started with the membership. I had a landlord trying to tell me that I was never going to get my security deposit back when I was trying to move, and I hadn't broken the lease and I hadn't damaged the property. He just didn't think I could do anything about it. And yet this was his words as my landlord. He said, Jim, you're never going to see that money. And here's what happened. 24 hours later, I was holding a check that he wrote. He got a letter from my law firm. They said that they represented me. They told him what they were going to do if he didn't release that deposit. He called me at work and he said, just come and get this check. I don't want any problems from your lawyers. Now, I start with that because at the center of everything we're going to talk about today is the fact that people that have a Legal Shield membership live their lives different. I've been a member since I was 19 years old. I've never been pushed around or bullied in the American economy. No company's ever done me wrong. Nobody's ever treated me unfairly because I always have had access to my rights. And my mission, and the mission of so many of us, is to spread that around the community so that every individual in the community, every person you know, your neighbors, the business owners on Main Street USA have that same feeling of living life virtually worry-free, not wondering what they're going to do or how they're going to do it. So that's why I'm here to teach you how to launch this business the right way, because we've done the first part, which is we've got you in the business. Now we want to get the business in you. We want to get you paid and promoted. That's going to be a recurring theme here in the time we're together. But I just want you to know you're joining the right company, and you're joining this company at the right time. So this is going to be our agenda, and I'll come back to the screen a couple of times. We're going to start by doing a game plan together. So there's a game plan worksheet, and I'm going to show you where to download one. But we're going to do a game plan together. This is how we start our business. Now, we didn't have Zoom when I got started. I had my game plan with my sponsor sitting across the table at a coffee shop, but he went through exactly what you and I are going to go through today. I'm going to talk to you about how to capture the $700 in new bonus money that our company announced a week ago in Dallas, Texas at our big event. That's $200 for getting Fast Start qualified and another $500 for getting manager qualified. But there is a timeline that you have to meet, and I'm going to take you through exactly what you need to do. And then I'm going to teach you about Performance Club, a way for you to earn anywhere from an additional $200 a month to $500 a month every single month as a monthly bonus. And then as a team leader, to be able to earn even more in Performance Club bonuses through our matching program. Now, our Performance Club doesn't just pay cash bonuses, it also allows you to travel around the world. My family's been doing that now for years and years on all these all expense paid trips. I'm going to share with you a little bit more about that. But excuse me, as I said, as we got started, you know, where we go from here as a company and where we go on your journey and the story you're going to create is what matters most. But I think it's important to know where we are, where we're starting from. Now, John Fehrenbach talked about how I'm a $200,000 ring earner. I'm part of over 700 people today that have earned one of these rings. We have a 12 ring program. It starts at $50,000. If you earn $50,000 in a 12-month period, you become a $50,000 ring earner. Then we have a ring for $100,000. By the way, it's a 12-month rolling period, not January to December. It's any 12 months or less, and you get the ring at $100,000, at $150,000 in 12 months, at $200,000 in 12 months. And it keeps going up incrementally all the way to $1 million per year. Now, I think it's important that I let you know, because success is happening all around you, that we have people who've earned every single one of those rings. As a matter of fact, we just crowned 2 new $1 million ring earners in the last couple of months. So this is success that's happening. It's not a great idea, and we want you to go and be the first person to do it. This is already happening. And you also see on your screen, there's 300 Millionaire Club members. Actually, there's more than that. That's a number that's changing all the time too. A Millionaire Club member like myself is someone that's earned at least $1 million. Now, this is not $1 million in sales volume. This is $1 million in your checking account. And I'll say this to you. When this company puts $1 million in your checking account, whether it takes 5 years or 10 years or 2 years or 6 years, that's not going to matter. $1 million in your checking account from your Legal Shield business is going to change a lot. It might change your house, your cars, where your kids go to school. It might change where whether or not you retire. It might change a lot of the decisions you make. It's changed all of that for my family. And of our 300 plus Millionaire Club members, some have earned $1 million. Some have earned 2 or 5 or 10. And just recently at our Charlotte International Convention, we celebrated the pioneer families that helped launch this business originally 51 years ago that have earned over $40 million with their Legal Shield business. And if those numbers don't get your attention, I hope this number does, 30,000. Because more than 30,000 of our associates are earning monthly residual income. I hope you understand that in our model, you are the owner of your book of business. Every membership that you place, every family you protect, every business owner that sleeps better at night because of you, they have Legal Shield. Not only do you get paid upfront advanced commission, but you get ongoing residual income every month, every year, for as long as that member's on the books. I started my business in February of 2004, and the first customer I signed up 20 years ago is still on my books today, paying every month. I've been paid every month. She would never be without her membership. She tells me that when I see her. Let me ask you this question. What are you getting paid on right now that you did 20 years ago? And do you like the answer to that question? Now, for some of you, you have residual income. Maybe you wrote a book or you have a patent and you're earning the fees for that. But for 95% of Americans, they have no form of residual income. And for you, because you have this business, you're halfway there. Now you have the vehicle. The question is, will you follow the steps to success so that you can turn joining into creating wealth for you in the future? And by the way, you haven't seen anything yet. The new bonuses have opened up that have been open to us, reward us for getting new associates started right away. That's why we have retooled and relaunched this launching your business training so that we can get right down to it with you and teach you how to win, because everybody wins when you win. So I talked about the agenda. I just want to give you one quote from Mr. Darnell Self. He's our Executive Vice President of Network and Business Development. And he says, everyone has a day one, just like you. Every one of those 30,000 associates earning monthly residual income started where you start. They didn't have any customers. And then they followed the system and they changed everything. You can do that too. Every ring earner, every Millionaire Club member started where you're starting your business. Now today, we have something called the Wheel of Opportunity, where we had our flagship product, Legal Shield, when I first got started, and ID Shield came along not long after that. But today we have this incredible Wheel of Opportunity that allows you to specialize in different areas that might be more exciting to you, or be a full service associate and participate in the entire wheel. As I've mentioned several times, we have a plan that protects small business owners. Imagine if you're the person that makes it possible for a small business owner in your community to have the same legal muscle as a Fortune 500 company. They can finally compete. And what if they have employees, or they wish to have employees at that company? You can be the person that helps them make a robust benefits package, because they can offer Legal Shield and ID Shield to their employees, and you benefit from that as well. We have a plan for commercial truck drivers, the folks that are making our economy work by driving the goods across the map. Those 18-wheeler drivers, we have a protection plan just for them. We have supplements for people that own a handgun, for people that drive Uber and Lyft, and so many others, so that we can get to every person in the community. And as you see in the center of the wheel, the word recruiting, my favorite word, because what this does is it allows you to specialize if you wish, be a full service associate if you choose, but also you can build a team of people that are specializing in different areas of the Wheel of Opportunity in different parts of the United States and Canada, allowing you to build a bigger business even faster. Now, as I'm helping you to get plugged in, I want you to do a couple of things on our team website, and you'll find this at agentsofchange.team. Also, you can just show your phone camera that QR code. It'll take you right to agentsofchange.team. And you're going to notice on the screen that there's a link where you can get email updates. You can sign up for our email list. We don't personally, as a team, send out a ton of email. Usually about once a week on Sunday or Monday, we'll send you what's going on for the week ahead, so you can stay informed, and it will include the links to the Zooms, so you don't have to go hunting for them later. It's all in one email, makes it nice and easy for you. Now, you'll get other emails from our company. You'll get other emails from regional leadership as well. But we send this out, again, about once a week. We'd love for you to be on our email updates for our team. Next, you'll see a link to Launch Your Business. The video that you're here with me live on right now is going to be at that link in about 6 hours from the time we finish this. And a whole bunch of you are watching me on this right now because you clicked that link. That's where the replay of today's training will be. And also there'll be a link to the game plan worksheet that I'm going to show you on the next slide, so that you can download the worksheet, print it out, and get to work on building your business the right way, right away, and getting started now. So this is the game plan interview worksheet, and there's a QR code for that there as well. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this long, fancy link that'll take you right to the, just bear with me one second, that'll take you right to this. There we go. That's the PDF that you're going to be looking at on the screen with me. But you can also use the QR code on your screen. You'll also see to the left and the right 2 phone numbers in the bottom corners. Now, these are not on the worksheet. These are just on the screen. I did this for you. On the one side is the associate support phone number, which is 580-436-7424. On the other side is my cell phone number, 508-361-6629. Now, you will notice that those prefixes, those area codes are incredibly similar, but they're very different. 580 is Oklahoma. 508 is the suburbs here in the Boston area. This is probably, when I show people these 2 phone numbers next to each other, that's where it gets messed up. So I'm calling attention to that. Why do I want you to have the associate support number and my number? That's going to become clear as we move forward. I'm going to leave them on the screen because we're going to fill this form out together. And I want to make sure that you have everything you need to fill the form out correctly. So let's take that QR code off the screen so we can actually look at what we're dealing with. And the first thing on the game plan interview worksheet is information for you to have so that you always have the ability to go back and refer to it. And you'll see on the screen, I'm not going to take a lot of time on this, but you'll see there's a place for your associate number. This is a 9-digit number. It probably right now starts with 130 or 131. And that number is going to be your identifying number for you as an associate in the system, the computer system at our home office. So when you call in to the associate support number that you see on your screen, they're going to ask you for that associate number. If you don't have it, don't panic. They understand that they're going to work with you, and especially when you're brand new, you might not have your associate number. You might not have your PIN number. They'll work with you on that. But you created an associate username and password when you filled out the form to become an associate on the website. And that information, I would highly recommend you jot that down. Your associate username is, I'm going to show you where that's going to be really important in a second, but that's how you log into our Legal Shield digital back office and resource center called LS Engage. Now, your other information you might want is your Legal Shield membership number, the username and password that you've set up so that you can access the mobile app for Legal Shield. Same thing with ID Shield. Hopefully you already signed up as a customer of both plans when you became an associate, or you're like me, I had already been a customer for a decade when I became an associate. But if for some reason you didn't get a Legal Shield and ID Shield membership for yourself when you became an associate, that's part of my homework for you today. We want you to use your plans, develop your own stories about how you've used your plans, because those stories are going to serve you well, both for belief going forward on what I'm going to show you to do next, but also so that you can get the value of exactly what we do, and you can help people understand exactly what it is to be a member of these great services. So this is the front part of the game plan. This is just one sheet when you print it out, but I'm blowing it up for our benefit here today. So that's mostly basically just your basic information. Now your websites, I'm going to go back one page, your associate username that you chose, which is probably some version of your first and last name. Maybe it's got a number in there. I'm not sure what you chose or what you set up when you did this, but that associate username becomes the first part of your Legal Shield website address. And you'll see that you have a main page. We call that your We Are Legal Shield site. So that's your username.wearelegalshield. And I want you to fill this in when you do this. We also have a page that's branded as Ladies of Justice. This is one of our other ways we go to the marketplace. But the username that you chose is still the first part of that. And then we also have a Spanish forward version of the website. And that's your username.somoslegalshield.com. You're also going to want to know your upline senior director and your upline executive director. Now, there's a good chance that I'm one or both of those names you're going to write down, but don't guess. Again, you can contact me. You can contact associate support. They're going to have the answers to these questions when you don't know the answers. And it's really important that you're in contact with your upline senior director and executive director, and I'll tell you why. Because the next section is event dates that are upcoming. We want to get you plugged into the trainings, the Super Saturday events, and the international convention. And the information for all of those is something that's best to glean from the leaders of the team, because we have access to tickets and other information that's just not as readily available on a website. So we want you to get back to us, your upline senior director, your upline executive director, so that we can get you set up with the event dates. And also we'll help you with anything that you're having trouble filling out on the screen. And again, you don't have to wonder who to call. You don't have to wonder or guess who those people should be on those lines, but it is your responsibility to get this form filled out so that you have your entire support team ready to help you. Now, big picture stuff. Let's talk about this. What is your why? This is the next section down on the page. And if you had all the time and the money you needed, what would you do? What would your life be like? How would it be better? I want you to write down your dreams. See, when I got started, I had one goal. I had a full-time job and a part-time job. I worked and commuted 80 hours a week for $400 a week. That was the price of my freedom. And what I wanted to do was leave all of that behind and be my own boss. That was my burning desire. That was my why. That's what kept me up at night when I first joined this business. That's what I wrote on the form when I filled mine out, is I need to get to $400 a week so that I can leave behind this world. So that's kind of, that's more of the big picture. Maybe you've got that. Maybe you want to leave a job behind. Maybe you want to retire a spouse. I don't know what this is for you watching, but I know that you know, and I want you to write it down. And I want you to also just kind of drill in closer, because sometimes the big picture doesn't serve us well to get started. Now, the big picture will keep us going. The why the emotional connection to a goal and a dream and a focus for the future will keep us going. But to launch our business, a lot of times we have to make something smaller. I mean, what bill or bills or vacation that you want to fund can I help you go on right away? What bills can I help you pay? What vacation can I help you go on that you've been dying to do? What is it that I can help you with right now? Because I'm going to show you the first $700 in bonuses, and maybe that could help you out a bit with something important. Whatever that is, write that down as your why. Because when you're talking to me today or next day that you and I chat, I'm going to be asking you if this form is filled out. We're going to be talking about this. This game plan that we're doing together is to prepare you to work more hand in hand with the leaders of the team and myself especially. And then what are your goals in the time periods ahead? And I can help you with this as well, but I can tell you that we have some time sensitive goals. So I'm going to go over the bonuses in a moment, and you might want to come back to your 20-day, 30-day, 45-day, and 90-day goals. But also I want you to take a real inventory of the time you have available. The fact is that there are people that do this business as their entire career, but that doesn't mean they do it 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours a week. It's really not necessary for you to invest that amount of time. And I was so glad when I got started that I could do this business in slices of time. A few hours here and there made all the difference when I was still working. If your goal is to build this business alongside of your passion projects, alongside of your ministry, alongside of teaching, if it's your goal to build this site alongside of parenting, or just being more available for more things that matter to you, you can do it. But let's be honest about what time you really have and what time you can give to reach your goals when you write that on the form, okay? So the next thing on this form is to create your list. Now, you're going to make a list of everyone you know. Not everyone you think would be interested in this membership or opportunity. It's just an exercise. And I'm going to tell you this, the bigger your list, the better, because not everyone on your list will accept your invitation to learn more. Not everyone that learns more will buy a membership or join your team. And not everyone that joins your team will be active. This business, like most, is a numbers game. So for you to have the best shot at the most success, for you to win in this business, make the biggest list you can. I'm going to come back to that in a moment. I also want you to get with me, and maybe it's a different team leader, a different executive director, but if it's, I'm just going to talk as if it's always me because it's easier as a trainer. We want to book a private Zoom call. Now, a private Zoom call is a environment and an opportunity for you to launch your business in a very, very, very structured, strategic way. Here's what it is. It's like if I said to you, I'll lift the weights and you get the muscles. Like what if somebody gave you that deal? That's a pretty good deal right now. Of course, it doesn't work that way. But here's how it looks in our world of Legal Shield. We call it you invite and I present. And so a private Zoom is a situation where we're in an environment like this. You invite people to a presentation and I do the presentation. And if you think about it, as a new associate, of the two of us, which one should really be doing the presentation? You're brand new. Maybe you've seen the presentation once or twice. You probably have never done the presentation before. But as John Fehrenbach said, I've been doing this 20 years. I'm a Millionaire Club member. I'm a $200,000 ring earner. My family earns over $100,000 a year in residual income on memberships that have been on the books for a year or more. I've been in our performance club for over 100 months. They call that PC Century. I'm not saying all this to brag. I'm just saying, I'm asking you the question. As a matter of fact, why don't we just ask in the chat? Because I just want to make sure that you're all still with me. Put a 1 in the chat if you think it makes more sense that I do the presentation, having been here 20 years, having done thousands of these presentations, instead of you having to do it when you're new and you haven't learned it yet. All right, I think people are with me here today. See, some of you came in skeptical because you have been presented opportunities before where people said they would help you. And that's not what you got. What you got was like a pep talk and some forums, and they said, go do it yourself. That is not the environment we have in the Agents of Change movement. And it is a movement. We want to help you change your life with this business model, and we want to help the people that you place this membership with to change their lives by being customers. It's as simple as that. And we didn't expect when we recruited you that you already knew how to do this. We're going to teach you how to do it. I'm going to show you how we develop leaders, but it isn't by throwing you to the wolves and letting you figure it out for yourself. So a private Zoom is where you schedule with a leader like myself a time for us to do the presentation for your prospects. And we've got a simple invitation for this. And I'm going to let you screenshot this for those of you that are live. We can do it as a text. This is from my friend Alex Shahid, also a $200,000 ring earner. I said, Alex, give me your best script for inviting people to a private Zoom. And this is what he gave me. It's 3 steps. I'm going to blow it up here for you on the screen. 3 steps. Step number 1 is this text. Hey, are you free tonight at 7 p.m. or whatever time we decide, right? It's obviously whatever time we decide. But that's step 1. You text a friend, hey, are you free? Sometimes they're free, sometimes they're not. Guess what? You can do an unlimited number of private Zooms. Some of the people on your list will be free at the time we choose together, and some won't, and we'll do an alternative time for the ones that couldn't make it for the first time. You have unlimited access to unlimited private Zooms with the leaders of the Agents of Change movements. Here's step 2. I'm glad you're free because I'm really excited about a new business project I'm launching, and I need your help. Can you jump on a Zoom call for 15 or 20 minutes and check it out? I'd appreciate your honest feedback. And step 3 is you send them the link. I'm so glad I can count on you. And then you send them the link. That is exactly how you invite somebody, no pressure. You're not explaining, and you're not trying to tell them what Legal Shield is or what ID Shield is. By the way, if you find yourself saying that to a prospect, you're off track. Let the presenter do it. And some people are going to say, well, what is it? Depends on what it is. And all you have to do is say, hey, listen, I just want you to see it for yourself like I did. See, let me just step out of this for a second and say to you, somebody gave you that gift. They got out of the way and they let you see it for yourself. And I just want you to duplicate that, replicate that, because it clearly worked because you're here with us today. So I don't want you to get in the way of your success by starting to explain things just because you've learned a few things. And that's what we see happen sometimes is the more a new associate learns, the more they want to explain, when really the best way for you to win quickly is for you to just invite, let somebody else do the presentation. So we did the game plan, and now I want to talk to you about the bonus money. And again, I want to be really aware of time, but I'm talking about a pathway for you to earn incredible income by doing important work. So we go a few minutes past the half hour, the 30-minute mark. I hope you'll stay with me. And if you can't, you can watch the rest on the replay. But we talked about the game plan. Now I want to show you how to get Fast Start qualified and Manager qualified and earn that $700 worth of bonus money. Then I'm going to come back to Performance Club to wrap it up. But I just want to tell you this. One thing about it is, yes, you can make great income doing this. Life-changing income. This business completely changed my life. But sometimes when we talk about the money and you're new, it doesn't make sense to just talk about the money. I want you to know I'm comfortable talking about the money because the only way you earn income in this business is by helping, right? Somebody has to get the membership. Now they're in a better position. Somebody has to join the business and start winning in the business. They're earning income. They're in a better position. Memberships are being placed in the community and people are earning income from home or really from the palm of their hand with our mobile apps. That's a win. So I don't have any problem. I'm not apologetic about talking about the money, but I want you to know what's behind the money. This is our founder, Harlan Stonecipher. And I don't have time to tell his whole story, but I'll let you know that Harlan Stonecipher started this same business you're starting on his kitchen table. But all he had was faith. He had no evidence that this was going to work. All he had was hope and determination to move it forward. And he took from that car accident that you heard about in the overview presentation, he took that life-changing moment and turned it into this 51-year-old company today. 4.4 million people count on us to protect them and their businesses, and we do it well. 700 of our employees walk into that building in Ada, Oklahoma every day. That $30 million campus was not built for today or yesterday, quite frankly. It was built for the next 50 years. It's on this massive campus where we can add even more buildings if we need to. We have been written up by everybody. This is a company that Harlan took to the American Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange. And then when he was later in failing health and he was looking at retirement, MidOcean Partners came in and acquired our entire company for $650 million. And today we're a $2 billion company. And by the way, that's what we do. And the reason that we've been so successful is because we do it right. Because it's not, hey, whatever kind of lawyer we can get. We're talking about lawyers that have 22 years of experience on average. There's 6,000 attorneys in the network. We cover across all US states. Today, in the last 12 months, we have paid our law firms $110 million. That is a significant income. When you call in as a member of Legal Shield, they are not doing you a favor. This is not coupon law or discount advice. You are, in most cases, that law firm's biggest client when their phone rings and you're on the other end of it. I want to make sure you understand, because I'm going to show you the money. The money's real because what we do is real, and it's been real for 51 years. And that's what you need to understand so that you can feel comfortable going out there and executing on these plans, inviting people to the presentations. But look at this. So for a business you started for $49, on your first membership sign up on our 6490 plan, you're getting 70. So you're in profit mode right away. And I've said this many times, some of you probably heard it, that $49 is actually a discount that goes away at the end of 2023. That $49 associate setup fee is less than what it costs the company to set up a new associate, because that includes a month of our Legal Shield Advantage, which is worth $24.95 a month. It includes all of your websites getting turned on, all your technology getting turned on, your direct deposit getting set up. It includes the employees at our home office, those 700 employees that make these things work every day. You get all of that. All you spent was $49, and you get to be in profit mode on sale number one. Now, I want to talk to you about the bonuses too, because remember, the game plan is about getting you fast start qualified. And to do that, you need 3 members and 1 associate on your team. Now, you can also get 5 members, but here's what I predict. If you invite people to the presentation, you're going to get members. Yes, people are going to say, I want this membership, but some of them are going to say, I also want to do what you guys are doing. They're going to want to do this with us. So as a senior associate, when you have 3 members and 1 associate on your team, you move to senior associate. Now you're getting $90 for the same activity. And by the way, as a new associate, as a new senior associate, as a new manager, while I'm teaching you these leadership skills, your whole role is to make a list and invite the people on the list to presentations that someone else is going to do. I lift the weights, you get the muscle. I do the presentation, you do the inviting. So now if you do that in your first 20 days, the company is going to pay you $200. Do it in less than 20 days. I'm going to help you. If you want to do a private Zoom tomorrow, we'll do it tomorrow. You want to do it tonight? We'll do it tonight. Let's get you fast start qualified and get that $200 bonus in your pocket. By the way, they're going to pay the team leader a bonus as well. So yes, I want you to win, but also I'm compensated for this. And then the next level is, and again, that's the $200 bonus. So that's 200 of the 700. We want to capture that. And the company gives you a few more days that you don't even really need, 45 days total to get to manager and earn the other 500. So now that's $700 in bonus money. And at manager, you're earning $120 every time you do the same thing. We have people see the presentation, sign them up on your website. They get these services. They join us on in the team. Now you're getting $120 every time. That is 500. I'm sorry, it says 500 in memberships. It's $500 in memberships or $300 in memberships and 3 associates on your team. A little misprint on the slide that I'll fix for next time. So $300 in memberships and 3 associates on your team is how 99.9% of the folks watching this are going to do it, because we want to build a team so we can help more people get the membership faster, and you're going to earn great income. And there's more bonuses for leveling up. So we're going to keep helping you. There's bonuses for moving to senior manager to director. Senior director pays a $1,000 bonus, and now you're earning $295 every time somebody signs up. And as an executive director, $370 every time somebody signs up, and $2,500 bonus for you to hit that level. I want to help you do that. And you're earning overrides on your team sales as well. So this is powerful money. You can earn up to $300 every time somebody on your team makes a sale. And I'm going to talk to you about leadership as I'm wrapping up, but we're helping to develop the leaders, because when we help you become an executive director, that helps the whole team win. And we don't want to just help you become an executive director, although that's powerful. We want to help you put 4 people in the business that also rise to that same level, that we can transfer the same leadership skills that I'm going to teach you. We're going to teach it to them. And when 4 people on your team are also executive directors, there's bonus money equal to $50,000 just for helping those 4 people reach the same level that I'm helping you reach. I hope you see a recurring theme. We're teaching you how to do it. We're gonna make sure that you feel supported in doing it. We're gonna help you win, and we're gonna teach other people how to duplicate the success that you're having. So, because I'm running low on time, so we talked about the game plan worksheet. We talked about the fast start and manager bonuses. And now I want now I want to talk to you about Performance Club. But before I do that, I just want to remind you, because this is your role in this whole process as a new person, make your list. Just make your list. Who do you know that has a home business? Who do you know that has teenage drivers? Who do you know that has kids in college? Who do you know that needs to update their will? Who do you know that would like to have access to their legal rights? That is concerned about privacy management, that has been a victim of identity theft. And by the way, who do you know? Just who do you know? This is our memory jogger list. It's like, it says things like, who's your plumber? Who's your carpenter? Who sold you your house? That's all you need, is to just keep this list. This is really, 20 years later, I know this. The number one skill you could ever have is make a list and keep expanding it. Be good at inviting and consistently invite people to presentations. If you can do those things, you will be a winner in this business. Now, equal to that, I think, is become a product of the product. I mean, if you're reluctant to set up a private Zoom and start inviting people, it's simply because you don't believe in the services yet. The way we do, the way I did when I got here, having been a customer for 10 years, having them get back money that was owed to me, having them prevent me from having to pay money that I shouldn't have to pay, having them represent me in traffic court so that as a kid making a dumb mistake, I didn't have my car insurance go up to prices I wouldn't be able to afford and then keep me from going to work. Know what it feels like to get your will done, to ask questions. Know what it feels like to be empowered by Legal Shield 90 Shield. You won't be sorry. And if you want to get your belief up, use the services right away and use them all the time. Now, I just want to talk to you about how I develop leaders, because I don't want you to think, well, all he wants me to do is just send people to his presentation. I do want you to do that, because we have a great success story in the team of developing leaders, executive directors, $100,000 ring earners, millionaire club members. We have this great success, but here's how we develop leaders. First, we do it for you. Then we do it for your team, that little team that you're growing. We don't expect you to teach them. We just want you to show them the business so that they can join it, and then we'll train them while we're training you. So we do it for you. We do it for your team. But then we do it with you. We'll have you help us. Then we'll do it with your team. Have them help us. Then we'll teach you to do it, and we'll help you teach your team to do it. That's how I got here. That's the 20-year journey I've been on. Now, some of you, you know what you're saying? Listen, if I can just be a teacher, if I can just be a pastor, if I can just be a police officer, if I can just be retired, and all I have to do is invite the people on my list to your presentation, and I can earn income, and they can get a great service, and they can join the business, and they can make income. That's all. You can be the leader, Jim. I'm fine with that. That's also okay, because we have a lot of energy here in the team and a lot of leaders that work together. And however you see yourself involved in this business, I just want you to know, however you want to be involved, there's room for you to be involved. What we do matters, and it's changing communities across this nation. We want you to be part of that. And I've asked a couple of folks that I work with every day to just come on and share their story a little bit, and also give me a chance to catch my breath. And I'm going to start by going out to the state of Colorado, to Sonora Danzler, who also serves as one of our regional managers in Colorado Springs. Sonora, we'd love to hear your story. Take it away.
Hey, everyone. Great morning or afternoon to you. And thanks, Mr. Tanner, for allowing me to share with everyone. So real quickly, a little bit about my story. I came from corporate America. I was working 70, 80 hours per week. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can probably relate to that. If you're still relating to that as a matter of fact, and still sort of in that little grind there, put a 1 right there in the chat for me. But the thing with that is that I was missing everything that was important to me. I was missing my husband. I was missing the kids. I was missing family time, faith, fitness, finance, all the important things. And then I took a look at the opportunity similar to what you guys did. And I said I could do it in my spare time, and it'll definitely fit into my busy schedule. Well, fast forward to today, as you just heard Mr. Tanner say, I reside in Colorado Springs, and I'm still busy, but I work the business part-time. I follow the amazing system that we have. I stay plugged in to all of the information that you've seen thus far, and I work in my local area market as a market leader. And what that means is that I'm able to put on events and go out and talk to the community, as well as to present the opportunity to individuals as well, like doing a quick coffee information and showing them the information just like you're looking at right now. I also work with our small business owners in the area. I work with their employees, their families, but I'm also building a team coast to coast of business professionals. And that is something that's extremely important to me, to be able to share this information with so many people, letting them know that they do have options and they can be a part of something even bigger than them, as well as this opportunity. The team that we're a part of, it is just amazing. You're only just seeing a few of the individuals here that are part of the team, but we are part of a huge community. You heard Mr. Tanner talk about getting out to live events, and I always say, hey, hashtag you have got to be in the room to be able to convey and work with other individuals as well. And it's just so amazing. And it's just great for me. And something else that's extremely important is being able to get out and touch so many lives and make a difference in their lives. So I'm going to turn it back over to you, Mr. Tanner, and thank you so much for allowing me to share with everyone.
Thank you, Sonora Danzler. And now to New Mexico, to Karen Ward. Karen?
Good morning, everyone. And yes, this is a business that you can work from anywhere. If you have a phone and it's going with you, then your business goes with you. And a little bit about myself. I retired and my husband had passed away and I was looking for a lawyer, and someone happened to introduce this to me by doing a presentation. And before he could get through the presentation, I signed up. And within a matter of weeks, the attorney, I wasn't allowed to get the pension, but there was insurance there waiting for me. And so the New York attorneys talked to the New Mexico attorneys, and they were able to get me a $17,000 check. And within a matter of weeks, I was like, well, how are you working this business? And I wind up joining myself, and I love it. We're all here for each other. We have ways of communicating with email, text. We have groups that we're in, so you don't have to feel like you're by yourself. We're always here for you. But if you're sitting on the fence, get off the fence. This is the best business because you can work it at any time, and you're the one who determines what your income is like. So, Jim, I will turn it back over to you. Everybody, welcome to the team.
Thank you very much, Karen and Sonora. It's great to hear everybody share their experiences, and in subsequent weeks, we'll hear some other folks as well. But this is what we talked about: setting up your game plan. Now you know where to get the worksheet, you know how to fill it out, and you know how to get a hold of myself and our home office to make sure that if you have any blanks that you can't fill out, we'll help you with that. We talked about getting Fast Start qualified and manager qualified, and I said I'm going to finish up with Performance Club, where you can earn anywhere from $200 to $500 a month for yourself for Performance Club qualifying. But then you can also earn leadership bonuses that could take that to an unlimited number, because for every person on your team that's also getting $200 Performance Club bonuses as a senior director or above, you can capture matching bonuses as well. So what does this really mean? It means that additional income is available to you just for protecting a few families a month. That should speak volumes to those of you that are going to approach this in a spare time, part-time scenario. And you can qualify for trips all over the world. And we've been going on these trips for years, and I've got a little daughter, Olive, and she's lived a completely different life because of Performance Club, because of Legal Shield. You know, I went on an airplane for the first time in my 20s. I got my passport in my 30s, but because of this company, she's been riding on airplanes and traveling the world. Here she is on her first birthday. That was Moon Palace in Cancun, paid for by Legal Shield, all expenses paid, round trip air and accommodations, all the food, all the fun taken care of. This is Atlantis in the Bahamas. She is a year older, and Atlantis isn't an all-inclusive resort, but it was for us. They gave us armbands, and then they just kept ripping up all of us at every restaurant, at every bar. It was a blast. This is Jamaica. The last time we were in Jamaica, that's where we're working towards going next year. That's my daughter with her friend Timber Mosley, a ring earner with our company. And all these kids are growing up together. They're friends with people that are succeeding and think big. This is our hotel room on our Cabo San Lucas trip. Every one of the balconies had a hot tub. Every balcony had a view. It was just incredible. There we are in Iceland. There's no beach there. That's actually a glacier where we rode snowmobiles across the glacier. We went to Maui, Hawaii a couple of years ago, and there she is, all getting older. Here she is at a luau with all the kids. They're growing up together. They're walking the beaches of the world together. And we just got back from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico on this year's Performance Club trip. This is the view out of our hotel room window. And I just, listen, I've got thousands of these pictures. I won't keep everybody here because I know you all want to get back to your day. But the truth is, you need to know that real people are winning in this business. And your story is the next one we're going to tell. So let's get your business started the right way, as we outlined here, and right away. Fill out your game plan worksheet, schedule your private Zoom, and get your best prospects. You do the inviting, I'll do the presenting. I'll lift the weights, you get the muscle. So you've got my cell phone number. I'll connect you with other team leaders if I'm not the person that's going to be doing this for you. But all I ask is that you launch your business right now, because people are desperately looking for Legal Shield and ID Shield. They don't know it exists. They don't know what to call it, but they would love the peace of mind and the ability to live their lives radically different if they just had access to these services. And more people than you can imagine are looking for an opportunity where they can have control of their time and their schedule and the amount of money they can make, where they can finally call the shots and be their own boss, where they can work a business that they can build from home or from anywhere. And you hold the key to that. Don't keep it a secret. We've got too many people to help. Thanks so much for joining me today. Congratulations on launching your business.